Record in the cloud. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Christine Hull, and I'm the founder of the 100 Women Who Care Mississauga chapter. I'm delighted to be here tonight with all of you for our very first Giving Circle of 2022. This is our winter Giving Circle. This is one of 3 that we'll have this year. So what is on the agenda? If you've attended our Giving Circles in the past, we are following the same flow. A couple of new announcements maybe injected in there, but we'll follow the same flow for all of our Giving Circles. I'll introduce you to the team for 2022. We're going to then share the mic, and others will will explain some things to you, who we are, how it works, how Giving Circle meetings work. So you get a little preview of it tonight before we actually get into the heart of it. We're going to give you a recap on December, our Giving Circle winner. Then the 3 charities will present. This first portion is going to be super quick. We have the 3 charities presenting, and we're also going to be doing our online voting this evening, like we've done in previous events, where you will get a link. You will click the link, choose your option, and it automatically be tallied in the background. So I will slip off and work on that for a little while. While we're getting all of those votes in, we will hear from our sponsors, and we'll do door prizes, and then we'll tally the votes. I'll share on the screen the graphic that is created from the Google form results, and we'll announce the winner. We'll explain the instructions for making the payment, and then everyone, before you leave the call tonight, can make your payment through the link that's provided. And then we'll also share a couple of other announcements, but also share the 2022 Giving Circle meeting dates. We have changed one since our last meeting in December, so I will make sure that you're all aware of that. Okay, so I have the pleasure of introducing you to the team for 2022. We have Amy Apple, Elizabeth Lapointe. We have Heather McRae, who just texted me, by the way, and said that she's already starting to take pictures and post those on our Facebook page. Yay, Heather. We have Hilda Rogers, Lindsay Denham, and Lindsay unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. She was on her way home from Florida, was planning to be here, and her plane is delayed, so she's probably in the air right now. Louise McPherson, Manpreet Segal, Maria Severino Santiago. And I want to say thank you to Maria, because she's actually in Colombia for 3 months, and she's doing lots of work for us, creating great graphics, and joining us from somewhere nice and hot and sunny. All right. And then Marella Canavan, Ritu Kalisati, Vipa Malhotra, Xanthi LeBlanc. And we also have Jasmine Ratan, who is our special advisor. So thank you, everyone who was on our 2021 team, and a big thank you in advance for all of the hard work that's been done so far this first quarter. And I know the amount of work we put in behind the scenes for the rest of the year. So thank you very much in advance, everyone. So now I'm going to call upon Maria. Did we see Maria? I didn't actually see her on the screen. Was she there?
She's here.
Maria, unmute and say hello.
You don't hear me? Hello, I'm here.
All right, Maria, take it away.
Hi, thanks, Christine. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone had a good International Women's Day yesterday. So I'm going to talk about our recap of the 2021 goals. So we had a goal to reach 100 members by June 1st of last year, and we actually got 90.
Oh, you've muted yourself, Maria.
That's strange. I wasn't even touching the screen. So let me repeat that then. So our goal for last year was to reach 100 members by June 1st, and we actually got 91. So that was really good. Another goal was to raise 10,000 on June 9th, and we raised 9,100. We also had a goal to raise 20,000 by December 15th, and we raised 18,100. So really good. We did really well last year.
Yes, that was our first year. That was awesome. Congratulations, everyone.
So now for this year, our 2022 goals, we want to donate 30,000 by the end of the year. So by March 2022, which is this month, hopefully we can get the $10,000 that wanting to reach. And by June 2022, another 10,000, and November again of 2022, 10,000. So hopefully we can reach our goal of this year for 30,000.
Awesome. Thanks, Maria. Okay, now we're going to move ahead and we're going to have Hilda speak.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you a brief overview of how 100 Women Who Care Mississauga works for those of you who are new, and just a refresher for everybody else. So basically, the premise behind 100 Women Who Care is that we get 100 women for 1 hour, donating $100 each quarter, and $10,000 total donation if we have 100 women. It's basically geared for any woman who cares about their local community, wants to be able to contribute, but maybe doesn't have a ton of time to research charities and figure out the best place to donate. And so doing this together, we have the power of 100, which is our hashtag. So collectively, we can make a big difference to one charity each quarter. We are part of a global movement. There are more than 700 chapters worldwide, made up of 100 women, 100 men, 100 people, 100 youth. There's a lot of different combinations, but it's really exciting that this is our little place in the world in Mississauga, but we're part of a global movement. So in our chapter, we're just doing 3 times a year. We wanted to give people a break for the summer. So we meet in the winter now, and then in the spring, we'll meet in June, and then in the fall, we'll meet in November. And members in good standing can nominate local charities. We'll hear more about that process in a minute. And then 3 are chosen of the vetted charities to present at the Giving Circle meeting, which is what will happen tonight. And then we all vote based on their presentations and who we want to support. And then the charity with the most votes will win our collective donation. So currently we have 93 members. We would love to get to 100 so that we can actually give our $10,000 to the charity that gets chosen. If you would like to be part of this group and you're a guest here tonight, or if you have friends who may be interested, let them know. It's never too late to join. You can join anytime. It's really great for those who just want to hear about charities in Mississauga and contribute $100 every quarter. I just want to emphasize that 100% of the donations go directly to local charities. So when we contribute our $100, every single penny of that goes to the charity. There's no exterior funds coming out of it. And that's not always the case. So that's part of what I love anyway about this organization. And it's just powerful. We're all like-minded women. We want to make a difference in Mississauga. And so doing this collectively really helps. If you're interested in joining, you can go to the membership page on our website, and there's information, and you can click join now. So when you click join now and fill out the membership commitment form, there are a number of things that you're agreeing to. One is that you will personally commit to contributing $300 per year. That's $100 at each of our giving circles. You will agree that you're going to donate to the charity that is selected by the plurality vote. That means the most votes. So even if you didn't vote for them, you're still agreeing to give your $100 to the charity with the most votes. And if you're unable to attend, you send a check if we're meeting in person, or you can mail it, or we're really trying as much as possible to try to have an electronic option from each of the charities, so that if you're not able to make a meeting, then you can still contribute electronically. Plus, it's just easier for a lot of us because not all of us have even checks anymore. So that's how that works. And I just want to mention that we do have some members who have not contributed from the last Giving Circle. That means that you're not in good standing. And if you want to be in good standing, get in touch with us, please. If you choose not to be a member anymore, that's fine, but please let us know that, because our charities that speak can see how many members we have, and they're hoping to get 100 times that much in donations. And so in order to really make the biggest impact, we need to have an accurate list of who's actually contributing. So please do so as quickly as possible after the event. Make your donation, and then we can give our whole collective donation to the charity. So here's our current list of members. And if you do want to join, like I said, you can click that membership link on the website.
Thank
And
you,
I'll turn it
Hilda.
over
Now
to
we'll have,
Xanthi.
Okay, so how does a Giving Circle meeting work? For 2022, we have 3 dates. Today, obviously on Zoom, and then on Wednesday, June 8th, we are going to have an in-person meetup. Yay! And then for the fall meetup, it will be Wednesday, November 9th, again in person, obviously, all things being equal. People that should be attending the meeting are all the members and their guests who are interested in joining and want to learn more about it, as well as the 3 presenting charities. How does it work? Members nominate charities that are based in Mississauga that have an immediate need. The charities are vetted against our chapter guidelines, which are posted on the website. And 2 weeks prior to the Giving Circle meeting, 3 of the nominated charities are randomly selected to present. On the Giving Circle meeting night tonight, the 3 charities will each give a 5-minute presentation followed by 3 minutes of Q&A, and these presentations will be timed. After all 3 charities have presented, the members will vote through a voting link that Christine will provide. The charity with the most votes gets the entire collective donation of up to $10,000. Each member will, on the night tonight, send their EMT directly to the charity. 100 Women Who Cares Mississauga does not collect any money. Everything goes directly to the charity, so members can get their tax receipts emailed directly to them. The charity nomination process works that any member in good standing, which means that they have paid all of their donations, they have made all of the donations to date, can nominate a local Mississauga charity that has a specific immediate need for funds. In order to be eligible, the charities must be Canadian. They must be based in Mississauga and serve the Mississauga community. They must have a charitable registration number. They must issue tax receipts for each individual donation. They must have an immediate specific need. They must ensure that 100% of our donation be applied to the need in question. And they must agree not to add our donors to their email list. If you wish to be added to a charity's email list, you can do that on your own. That's perfectly fine, and I'm sure they'd love that. So again, our key dates for Q2 for the June Giving Circle. Charity nominations will open on Tuesday, May 3rd. Vetting begins May 17th. Random selection of the vetted charities is on May 31st. And the second quarter Giving Circle meeting will be held on June 8th at 7:30 p.m. So mark your calendars for June 8th in the Spring Giving Circle and November 9th for the Fall Giving Circle. In December, the Giving Circle winner was EVERYMIND. EVERYMIND provides high quality, free and confidential mental health services for children, youth, young adults up to the age of 25, and families in Peel region. Our donation enabled EVERYMIND to add much needed programs for the 18 to 25-year-olds, which is a really underserved group when it comes to mental health services, because they have aged out of being supported by government donations and are often not eligible on family insurance anymore if they're no longer a student. And they don't necessarily have jobs that themselves that would provide supplemental insurance that would cover mental health programs for them. So we've been able to do a lot of good with that donation for that specific community.
Thank you, Xanthi. Ritu, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to announce our March 2022 charities that were randomly spun on the wheel. Our first charity is the Compass Food Bank. Our second charity is Heart House Hospice. And our third charity is Vita Center, who will all be presenting today. Everybody will get a 5-minute slot each. And at the end of their presentation, there will be a three-minute Q&A presentation. Any questions you have during the presentation, please do put them on the chat, as we will go through those first, followed by, if there's a little bit of time, then we'll open that up. So I'm happy to introduce the Compass Food Bank.
Melinda, give us a wave on your screen.
Hello. Good evening, 100 Women Who Care Mississauga. Thank you for being here tonight. Reality is, whichever charity you choose to donate your $100 donation to is very deserving. My job is to tell you about the Compass Food Bank and Outreach Center tonight, and why we have an urgent need right now that your donation can have a major impact on our clients in the community. As I said, my name's Melinda, and I'm one of only 4 part-time employees at the Compass Food Bank. The majority of the work that's done in the community by the Compass Food Bank is done by almost 300 volunteers who donate on a yearly basis over 30,000 volunteer hours with just 4 staff. And that is why I can go on to tell you that we are fiscally responsible. And in fact, Charity Intelligence Canada looks at 300 Canadian charities a year. And I'm very proud to say that the Compass Food Bank was, sorry, I'm a little nervous. The Compass Food Bank was named as a top impact charity in 3 different categories in 2021. We were named in the top 10 overall impact charities in Canada. We were also named in one of the top 10 food banks in Canada, and as one of the 5 top charities in Toronto. Charities are measured on the return of investment on every dollar that's donated. I want to let you know that our management and administration costs, including our fundraising costs, on our last audited report was 5.2%. The Compass Food Bank has an urgent need to purchase food and hygiene items as soon as possible to fill our shelves. While the majority of food banks across Canada work on a monthly model where clients come in and they're given about 7 to 10 days of food and hygiene products to last over a month, the Compass is one of the few who works on a weekly basis. We do that because we feel that it creates more of a community sense for our clients. And that's so important, especially over the last 2 years, where the sense of community, it hasn't been there. It's been COVID, and we all know how lonely that has been for many people. The other thing that we do differently from the majority of food banks across Canada is most food banks you'll come in and you'll be given a hamper full of food and hygiene products. We adopted several years ago a market.
Hi, Melinda, that's 2.5 minutes. Just
Thank
to let
you.
you know, that's 2.5 minutes. Okay.
Thank you. A market model where people can choose what they want online. They come and they pick up the food that they've chosen. And we feel that's very important, because what that does is that gives them agency and dignity over what they want to feed their families. And that's so, so important. We do offer other programs, but that's not of tonight's presentations. Here are the facts. We buy and distribute 659 boxes of cereal every month. We buy 710 cans of baby formula and baby food every month. We also buy and distribute 638 jars of peanut butter. We buy and distribute 612 packs of diapers. And finally, we buy 662 boxes of feminine hygiene. Our shelves are running low right now for many reasons. Being an agency of the Mississauga Food Bank, this enables us to be able to use our money to purchase the products that we need, many of these products, at a reduced cost. Your money will be used to fill our shelves, and those products will go to our clients immediately. I'm going to give you some quick stories of clients, and I've changed the names, obviously. Shauna is a single mom. Her husband, Neil, passed away 6 months ago at the age of 37 from an unknown heart disease. Shauna has 2 small children, and she's needed to stay home. Presently, she's 3 months behind in her rent, and with not working, she can't afford daycare. Her savings are gone, and I cried when she came to the food bank and she told us that she's at the Compass because she can't feed her kids and because her 14-month-old has been in the same diaper for the last 2 days. She can't afford to buy them. That's a reality. James is 73 years old, and he worked until 65 as a manager of a global superstore. He's
Melinda?
now living on, yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Your 5 minutes is up. My apologies.
That's okay.
Okay, so I have just scrolled up and down the chat, and I do not see any questions specific so far for Melinda. Xanthi, did you notice if there were any questions?
One just came in, Christine.
Yeah, I actually just asked one. Is there going to be a very specific targeted need that would be fulfilled with this money? Like, would it be used to buy formula and diapers, or specifically hygiene products, or would it just be to generally fill the shelves?
That's a great question. The money will be used to buy the 5 products that I talked about, which is the diapers, feminine hygiene, peanut butter, breakfast cereal, and
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Are there any other questions for
Any other
Melinda for
questions?
the Compass? Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions.
Thank you for your
Okay.
time.
Thank you. You did a very, very good job. Very good job. Okay. Let me just move ahead on the screen. Okay, Heart House Hospice. Kitrina, can you give us a wave to let us know where you are on the screen?
I'm right here if you can see me.
Please go ahead. And Louise will set the timer for 5 minutes.
So I have a lot to say, so I'm going to speak very, very quick. But I do really want to acknowledge the good company that I am in tonight, and overarching, I just think this is such an incredible thing that you are all putting together. In light of International Women's Day, it's really nice to see a whole lot of ladies on a call doing something quite exceptional. So the timing of this is just really great. So I'm going to sort of start. One of the only things in life that we can be certain of is death and dying. And at Heart House Hospice, we are building compassion and strive to make every moment matter. If anything that the last 2 years have taught us, it is definitely that a little compassion goes a long way. I am Kitrina, and I am the Executive Director of Heart House Hospice here in Mississauga. Our mission is to provide compassion, support, and advocacy that lessens the distress of serious illness and loss on individuals, families, and the community, with a vision to provide, partner, and inspire excellent hospice palliative care in our community. When a person receives a terminal diagnosis, this is when we get our referrals from our community partners, including our largest referral base being Trillium Health Partners. From there, our hospice counselors work one-on-one and in group settings with people who are now facing end of life to support an advanced care planning need, as well as the emotional impact of receiving a terminal illness. At the same time, our trained volunteers start by visiting homes to provide space for dialogue, discussion, and our immediate needs are communicated back to our counselors for further action. Our weekly daily programs for people bring together the ability to socially interact. There is a tremendous impact to one's well-being, even when just sitting in a room filled with those experiencing similar feelings and situations in a very supportive environment. Throughout the palliative care journey and the illness trajectory, we offer spiritual supports to access wellness treatments like aromatherapy, therapeutic touch, and Reiki to both clients and very important caregivers. We are one of the very few hospice across the province, arguably, and certainly in the hospice palliative care world, that specializes in programs dedicated to children who are living in homes where someone is dying or someone has recently died. Finally, our bereavement team works with loved ones to support through the loss and grief, sometimes years after it has happened. The impact of death and dying has had on individuals, their families and children, and caregivers is insurmountable. Additionally, at this time, increased death and loss due to COVID, even under normal circumstances, it has increased our programming between 150 to 300%. As you can appreciate, this has created great emotional distress, and the burden on caregivers has been substantial. With COVID, caregiver distress has become an even stronger emotional burden and dramatically increased and amplified their situation with new layers of complexity. Today, I am here on behalf of our program, HUG, which is Help Us Understand Grief, and I would like to provide you a story of a little guy named Isaac. Isaac's mother received a terminal cancer diagnosis when he was only 11 years old. It was a challenging time to comprehend the impact this diagnosis would have on him and his two younger siblings. Isaac believed he needed to be a strong brother and fill the gap his mother left behind when she passed away shortly after her diagnosis. His grief fluctuated day over day, but when engaging with our HUG program and our exceptional counselors, she provided him with the ability to manage and process his feelings about his mother dying and slowly came to embrace his new normal. As Isaac said best, don't be afraid to go to others. Don't think you can lose a loved one and do it alone. You have to see the world in a bigger way. Try to be empathetic and positive, as my mom would have wanted me to learn. That teaching helped me to prepare for my mom's passing, and it happened shortly after. Last year, our staff and volunteers supported 461 children through this process of individuals who are living at home where someone is dying or has recently died. Crucial to our success is the 7,500 hours by our community volunteers, which totals about 200 volunteers, just 199, which is shy of 200. Families just like Isaac every day across the community. However, Isaac's story is only one example. There are times siblings have also received terminal diagnoses, and HUG has supported the families, included other siblings through the death and dying process. Before the pandemic, Heart House Hospice relied on in-person fundraising events to raise the 52% of our total annual operating budget to deliver our programs and services. Fundraising events such as our annual gala and our Golfer Hospice tournament were hallmarks in the fundraising program. Public health restrictions meant to no longer count on these abilities to sustain. The Ministry of Health funding only supports 48% of our total operating budget. This donation would go directly to support our HUG program, which is only partially funded by one-time dollars decided each year on a review. The sustainability of this
Thank you. Time is up. That was the 5 minutes. Thank you. That was a brilliant presentation too.
Any questions?
Are there any questions for Kitrina?
I do have a question as well. So what specifically would this donation be used for? Other than for the HUG program, how will it be used in the HUG program?
As part of our HUG program, we put together what we call grief kits for both our children and our youth. They contain all kinds of items from earplugs to headphones to a manual that we have printed that allows them to do some really great independent work, and with the support of our counselors as well. So this resource and tool will go a very, very long way to get some much needed kits out to our community of our HUG membership. It also supports the parents of those in terms of their own loss as well. So there's a combination of a youth kit, a children's kit, and an adult and family kit as well. So it would go directly to those pieces as it relates to specifics.
Thank you.
So
I
Jane
think
has
that-
a question.
Sorry, you go ahead and say it, Christine. Great.
No, Louise, you're on it. I'm going to let you do it.
I'm just checking the chat. There is a question on the chat who Jane is, Christine was saying, Jane's asking, was it for adults only? I feel like you maybe just sort of answered that, but she was also asking if anyone can refer, or is it only referrals from the hospital?
No, we take them from anywhere they need to come. We actually do a lot of work with EVERYMIND, actually, because they can't support the grief aspect as well as we can. Mental health and addictions and grief have been historically always very disconnected, and they actually belong together. So we do a lot of partnering with all kinds of organizations across this community. But because we are a palliative care hospice, a great deal of our referrals do come from the hospital.
Jane, did that answer your question?
Thank you, Debbie.
Yes, thank you.
Excellent. Any other questions for Heart House Hospice, for Kitrina, for the HUGS program? Anyone? Okay, thank you so much. Our third and final charity to be presenting this evening is the Vita Center. And Tanya, if you could give us a wave to let us know where you are.
Hi, everyone. Hopefully everyone can see me.
Okay, go ahead, my dear.
Thank you. Again, I just want to reiterate what has been said before me with regards to what an amazing group of women you are. And again, in light of International Women's Day yesterday, you know, so this phenomenal group of women wanting to help the community and make an impact in our community. That's, you know, it's, as Melinda said in her presentation, I don't think there's any one of the three charities here today will, you know, I think the winner or even the other two are going to be so greatly impacted by this. So thank you. So I'm just going to do a quick presentation. I know that we've got a lot of, I mean, everyone here, all the women here, potentially some parents on this call today. We all know that parents want to give their children the best possible lives. However, due to life circumstances, many vulnerable families in our community often do not have the resources, means, or tools to help them do so. And this is where Vita Center comes in. I'm Tanya Pereira, and I am the Executive Director of Vita Center. We are located in Mississauga, and our mission is to provide excellent support, education, and counseling to vulnerable families, including pregnant and parenting youth, with the goal of empowering them to move forward and thrive. We are a small organization, but we like to think of ourselves as mighty. The goals of our core programs and services, which are our counseling and parenting group programs, are to support vulnerable parents to access resources and information to enhance their sense of confidence and their parenting ability. Should Vita be lucky enough to receive the funds from the 100 Women Who Care Mississauga, those funds would be used to support the direct program costs of one of these parenting groups, which is the Nobody's Perfect program. This program is designed to meet the needs of families facing difficult life circumstances, such as those who are young, single, low income, socially or geographically isolated, and those with limited formal education. Now, Nobody's Perfect is not a new program to Vita Center. We have been running this for a few years. However, during the pandemic, funding cuts from some of our funders have meant that we had to reduce the number of Nobody's Perfect parenting programs we offer. This during the pandemic has been unfortunate because a case study that was released by the World Health Organization, prepared in partnership by the Lego Foundation, of the programs that promote and protect nurturing care during the COVID-19 pandemic, found that the Nobody's Perfect program happens to be uniquely designed to meet the needs of the population of parents that are most significantly affected by the pandemic. The parents who participated in Nobody's Perfect programs across the province, including Vita Centers, have self-reported an increase in their confidence in their parenting skills, in their ability to cope with stress, increases in resiliency, increases in frequency of positive parent-child interactions, and the increased number of positive discipline techniques being used. I think the best way to sort of provide you with the impact that the program has is to share a story with you of one of the clients who has participated in this program. She's 19 years old and actually had a baby a few months into the pandemic. When she was being discharged from the hospital, she had shared some of her concerns and some of her fears with a social worker at the hospital, who luckily gave her Vita Center's contact information and told her that we might be able to support her. When she first called us, she was connected right away with one of our counselors, and was initially very fearful of sharing her struggles and her story with us, for fear of feeling judged and ridiculed, because as she said, she was a single mother, but she was also a new mother. So that fear of being a new mother was very, very real for her. At that time, we've also started providing her with some practical supports of diapers, wipes, and formula. And this is actually when I met her. She came in to pick up some of those items and was very scared and very anxious about not being able to care for her baby. Now, both her counselor and myself separately encouraged her to participate in the Nobody's Perfect program, to which she agreed. The next time I saw her happened to be 3 months later, and I saw quite the transformation in her. She was so much more confident in herself, confident in her ability to be a good mom to her daughter. And most of all, she was very proud of herself for...
Sorry. That is the time. Yeah, I finally got my timer working properly.
Louise, you're on mute. Are you looking in the chat box? Thank
Yeah,
you, Tanya. Thank you,
I have
Tanya.
no
Louise is going to
questions.
look in the chat box to see if there's any questions.
Oh, wait a second, there is one. Yeah. Sorry, carry on, Xanthi, you go first.
So again, I'm going to ask for clarification on, we know the specific need, so it's for the Nobody's Perfect parenting programs. So how many people would be served by funding these programs for you with our donation?
So we would be looking to, with this donation, be looking to add about three additional Nobody's Perfect programs to our current menu of programs immediately. And that would be serving about 24 additional families. So that would be 24 families, and our average family size is about a family of 4. So that would be, in terms of the number of individuals, definitely over 50 people we would be looking at providing the program to and being impacted.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so we do have a question on the chat as well. There is one about how will the funds be used and how do people access your services?
Okay, so I will tackle the question about how the funds will be used. So as part of the program, we do provide Nobody's Perfect parenting kits to all of the participants that are in the program. And this kit is, it's a series of 5 different books that are part of the program, and the contents of these books are discussed in the program, and they are just an additional resource for the clients. So the funds will be used to provide books to a kit to each participant, so to each family. We would also be looking at using the funds to provide, what we try to do is provide grocery gift cards to all of our clients as well, because we don't have the opportunity to provide food and other some basic necessities, but not a lot. So we would be providing gift cards to every participant as well, specifically grocery gift cards to all of our participants. In terms of how people access our services, we don't have a very formal referral policy. So people can, if they just are able to Google parenting supports in Mississauga, Vita Center's website comes up, and then once they have the contact information, they can connect with us. We also do receive referrals from other organizations, such as hospitals, so social workers at the hospitals. We receive referrals from Children's Aid Society and from the schools as well. But self-referrals are also a big way that people can find out about us and about our programs.
Okay, thank you. And Susan asked if what is provided to the participants. Susan, did that answer your question? Okay, she says yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Okay, well, thank you very much from our 3 charities, Melinda and Tanya and Kitrina. We appreciate your time very much. We are now moving right into the voting stage, where I am going to go to the chat box, and I am going to, sorry, I was listening to all those question and answers, and I didn't get that link already in the chat box, but here I go now. I'm pasting that in. So you are going to get a link to a Google form. You're going to click on the link. And when you click on the link, it's going to ask you for your name and who you vote for. And then you can go ahead and submit that. While you are voting, again, one of the team members, Louise or Xanthi, can you please keep pasting the link into the chat box, because people are commenting and saying congratulations to the ladies. I want to make sure that clickable link stays available on the screen or in the chat box, pardon me. While we're voting, I'm going to turn it over to Xanthi, who's going to take just a couple of minutes to share a little bit about the sponsors. And I'm going to leave the screen and go work away on the tally.
Okay. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of voting. Okay, so yes, without the support of our sponsors, we would not be able to run our chapter. With any kind of organization like this, there are costs involved, running the Zoom meetings, when we go in person, taking care of the space. And so we need to have our sponsors in order to keep it.
Christine, you're still sharing.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I realized I was just sharing the link to email in case anyone didn't get it. My apologies for that.
Okay. Yes. So our sponsors help us keep it so that 100% of the money donated by our members to the charities is applied directly to the charities. We do not take any money in from our members to support the chapter. We receive funds from our sponsors, and in return, they get promotional considerations. So we have several levels of sponsorship. Friends of the Circle donate $100 for the year. And we have Toby Blake, who has donated for 2 of her businesses, Above All Admin Support Services and Make It Happen VA Coaching. Melora Parker from Port Credit Hypnosis, Nicole Chater-Bressy from Dominion Lending Centers, Renu Aurora from Heal From Your Past, Vinnie Coluccio from Vinnie Rose Designs, and Candice Lee Doucette from Candice Lee Fired Up. Our community partners make a $300 donation, and they are Susie Begin from Alpha's Discovery Kids Preschool and Daycare, Jaswinder Lamba from New Age Physio, Pam Pabla from Pam Pabla Insurance and Financial Services, Inc., Prathna Sabapathy from Custom Embroid and Promos, I hope I said that right, Victoria Sluzar, I don't know how to say your name, Victoria, I'm so sorry, RBC Mortgage Specialist, Sluzarczyk, Sluzarczyk, thank you, I'm sorry. Our lead sponsors are our $500 sponsors, and they are Amarina Singh from Sun Life Financial, Marella Canavan from Canavan Real Estate Group, Ritu Kolisethi from Greater Toronto Executive Center, and Vula Pantelis from Amina Canada. And so here's Amarina's information from Sun Life.
Yes,
And
I don't believe she's on the call.
no, she's not. And now we're going to have a 1-minute spotlight presentation from Marella Canavan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here in the car in the parking lot of Iceland Arena. I wish I was in Iceland, but anyways, I'm here. I partnered up with my husband, Mike, and we formed Canavan Real Estate Group with Remax Realty Specialists, Inc. And within our 21 years of marriage, family and home has always been important to us. And we help clients who are literally obsessed on MLS and House Sigma and all those super apps that are out there, and who are stressed about either buying or selling their home, to truly slowing down and believing in the process. As proud recipient of Gold, Mississauga's News Reader's Choice Award for myself as best real estate agent and our team, we work well together because our mission is to help our clients make the best decision financially for their family and home. And together, that's exactly where we want to take you. We want to take you home. So if you want, contact us for a free consultation. We'd be happy to sit down and go over the market value of your home. Thanks so much. If anyone can, the Canavans can.
Sorry, ladies, can I just interrupt? Christine, we're getting a report that the email link is not working. It's still bringing up December, possibly. Could you just check that for me, please?
Sorry, Louise, are you saying that the link that was sent via email?
Yes, yeah, I think that's...
I will resend that right now. One moment.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Sorry to interrupt, ladies.
I have to stop the share. So Hilda, you have the PDF of the presentation. Do you think you could share that while I work on sharing the correct link?
And I know that the next person to present their 1-minute presentation is Ritu Kolisethi from Greater Toronto Executive Center. So Ritu, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. And thank you, ladies and everybody, for being here today. What a phenomenal initiative this is. Greater Toronto Executive Center is a provider of fully furnished office spaces, anywhere from 1 to 20 users. We provide you with meeting room rentals, including a training space for up to 24 users, which is a fully set up hybrid space. So if anyone is ready to start workshops, seminars, training sessions, classrooms, or just staff meetings, we're here to help. Behind me on my image, you can see is one of our boardrooms as an example. And finally, we're also a virtual office solution. So if you're looking for if you're happy working from home or wherever you may be, but simply want to separate your home from your business by having a professional business address and a space to meet your clients, we're here to help. Please feel free to reach out at any time. And kudos again to all 3 charities today. And we look forward to hearing the winner. Thank you.
Again, Vula Pantelis from Amina, but Vula couldn't make it to the meeting tonight. Moving on, we're going to have, we're going to hear from some of our exclusive lead sponsors. Is Kelly Ross here tonight?
I don't think I've seen her in the list, but I thought she said she was coming.
Okay. Kelly, if you're here, please speak up. Okay, we'll move on to Hilda.
That's me. Hi, everyone. I'm Hilda, and my business is From Overwhelmed to Organized. If you ever feel overwhelmed in your home, if you have good intentions of getting organized, but you just can't seem to find the time or you don't know where to start, you're not alone. I've been there. I know life gets pretty crazy sometimes, and this is why I started my business, because my own house needed a lot of help, and I loved the difference it made in my life. And so I decided that I wanted to be able to help others experience that same freedom and peace and joy and relaxation that you can experience in your home when you're able to get past the clutter and get organized and put everything in its own place. I really love helping busy women in particular to get organized, to go through their homes, their offices, whatever they need, and be able to spend more time with their families, with the people they love, doing things they're passionate about, like 100 Women Who Care, and just being able to improve their lives through getting organized. I'm passionate about being involved in Mississauga. I've lived here for almost 25 years and support a variety of charities as a volunteer. I'm super honored to be a member of this amazing organization, and I look forward to helping you to get organized.
Thank you, Hilda. I'm really, really sorry to interrupt again. Christine, we have a few members that do not have a Google account, and they're saying that they can't access the form because they don't have a Google account. Is there a way for them to vote without a Google account? I'm not sure. Is Christine still on the call at the moment?
I would suggest they
Sorry, I was talking to you, but I was muted. My apologies. It's only been 2
No.
years since we're on Zoom, these Zoom calls. Sorry, ladies. So I have a list of all of the people who registered, and I sent out an email seconds ago with the new link. If you cannot access the Google form, then please just hit reply. And in the reply, tell us who you're voting for, and we'll add it to the spreadsheet. Okay, is everybody okay with that?
Yep.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay.
Okay, next we're going to hear from Azadeh Razavi from Nutrition House Heartland Store and Clinic.
Good evening, ladies. My name is Azadeh. I have been practicing natural medicine for the last 13 years. I'm a homeopathic doctor, nutritionist, and iridologist. I work at Nutrition House in Heartland. I'm working mostly with women with hormonal imbalances, metabolic disorders, inflammation, and digestive health. So if you have any question or anybody who can benefit from the consultation, please let me know. I would be more than happy to offer 15 minutes free consultation. Thank you.
And finally, we're going to hear from Amy Eppel of Clean Forest Consulting, Web Design and Development Company.
Hi, thanks so much. Can everyone hear me? Can I get a thumbs up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, awesome. So my name is Amy Eppel. I'm one of the 100 Women. I'm also an exclusive lead sponsor and a steering team member, and I designed and built the website for this chapter. So if you checked out the website, that was me. I'm a gal. I'm very honored. I'm very grateful to be part of such a dynamic group of women, and thank you for including me. And I think out of all the 3 charities, everyone is deserving. So it's going to be a really tough choice tonight for everybody, I'm sure. So my company is Clean Forest Consulting Corporation. We're an award-winning web design and development company. We've built hundreds of beautiful and affordable websites. And last year we won the Best Web Designer in Mississauga award through the Reader's Choice. I primarily help business owners who are sick of their websites. Maybe they're old and outdated. Maybe they don't work properly or they don't look good. So we fix and update their websites. And then we also build new websites from scratch. So if you need help with the website or you know somebody who needs help with the website, please get in touch. I'd love to consult with you. I'll also put my information in the chat in a moment so that you have it. And we are currently offering free hosting to new clients. So good luck to all the charities tonight. And thank you, women, for including me. And happy Women's Day, everybody, for yesterday. And thank you.
All right, thank you to all of our sponsors for help covering all the costs associated with running this chapter. We really appreciate all of your support. And Amy and myself are offering prizes as door prizes. Amy is offering a $75 gift certificate for her services, which can be a free website audit, a consultation, or an hour of work. And I'm offering a free virtual consultation. So if you've got questions or you want to show me around your home virtually, I can give you some ideas. And that's a value of $100. So everybody who registered, your names have been entered into our wheel of names. And I'm just going to flip over to that. Here we go. Can everybody see the wheel? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So all the names are on the side here. There's lots of them. Oops. I'm just going to shuffle them a few times and we will spin for the first prize, which is the gift certificate from Amy. And our winner is Jane Sanders. Congratulations, Jane. We will put you in touch with Amy so that you can use that gift certificate. Jane is here, right? Can I get a yes from Jane? You have to be present on the call to win the prize. Jane,
sorry, I wasn't pressing the right buttons. Thank you very much.
Good, congratulations. We'll get in touch with you. Okay, and so I've removed Jane and we're going to shuffle a few more times.
Hilda, can I ask a very quick question before you do the next draw?
Yep.
I have received 3 email responses. I have Jane's, Monica's, and Butler. I think it is Janet. Okay, I have received 3. Is that it, ladies? If you were planning on responding through the email because the link didn't work for you, please make sure. Sabrina also, okay?
Sabrina and Deb.
Sabrina and Deb, okay, I'll check for those. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, so now we'll spin. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times just for fun, and we'll see who wins the second prize, which is the gift certificate from me. And the winner is Lynn Bansky. Congratulations, Lynn. Are you here? Give us a shout. Lynn Bansky. Can somebody check the participant list? I can't see it right now. Is Lynn here?
I don't see her name anywhere, but it could be under a different name that appears on the Zoom,
Perhaps, yep. Lynn, are you here? We'll give you a couple seconds to shout out. Otherwise, we're going to draw for somebody else. All right, I'm going to remove you, Lynn, sorry, and we will do another draw. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Heather, I think you're here. Can you give us a shout if you're here, Heather?
I'm here. That's hilarious. Thanks, Hilda.
Congratulations, Heather.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
be in touch. You're welcome. Okay. My pleasure. Okay, congratulations to both of our winners. And I will go back to our PowerPoint. Christine, are we ready with a winner announcement yet?
I Unfortunately, I'm going to need a few more minutes because this is so close. I want to just make sure that the proxy votes get tallied and entered correctly. So if you could just bear with me and continue on with those couple of announcements. That they were after the door prize. Hilda, you got those?
Yep, I just wanted to scroll ahead so I didn't.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, this is very close. I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem. So just a couple of announcements. I'm going to share my screen again here. We are also having a refer a friend promotion going on right now. So in order to increase our numbers, the more the merrier, and the larger of a donation that we can make to our charities, we are giving away 2 $25 gift cards for the month of March. So if you refer a friend and when they join, there's a field saying who referred you. If they put your name there, then both of you will be entered. There's going to be 2 separate draws. So one for the person who is joining new and one for the person who referred them. So if you refer multiple people and they all join, you get entered multiple times into the referrer draw, and the new members who join will be entered into a draw of new members who were previously referred. So, and then on April 1st, we're going to do 2 random draws, one from each pool. And we have gift cards. One is from Kelly Ross, one of our exclusive lead sponsors, and the other one is from Azade from Nutrition House Heartland, our other exclusive lead sponsor. So that's a little bit of incentive for you to encourage your friends, your family. And I forgot to mention when I was speaking about joining earlier, someone reminded me that you can also join as a team. So if you're a guest here tonight and you do want to join, or if you have friends that are considering joining, but they're not sure they want to do $100 every single time, they can join as a team. So you can do teams of 2 or teams of 4, excuse me, and then you just split the donation each time. And if you want to join as a team, but you don't have team members yourself, you can contact us. And if we have a few people that want to join as a team, we can partner you up together. So just let us know. But in the meantime, please be spreading the word, share our website, and refer a friend so that we can give you some gift cards. We're also featuring a member spotlight on our social media, and this is just to encourage people to consider joining. The idea is that if we share some reasons why people are members, why they value being a member, and share some of their reasons for joining, that this will encourage people to consider joining as well. And so there's a link there at the bottom that you're welcome to go to if you're interested in being a Spotlight member. You just need to, there's a short form where you send a picture if you'd like your picture to be shared, and a little bit of information about who you are and why you are a member of 100 Women Who Care. So just another way that we're trying to increase our membership so we can make an even greater contribution to the charities that are nominated and who win the vote. Are we ready yet, Christine?
Just to add to that, Hilda and other members, we would really like to be 100 plus Women Who Care Mississauga. We don't want to stop at 100. We want to make this as big as we possibly can.
Absolutely. Thank you, Xanthi. There are some organizations, chapters across the world that are hundreds of people, 100 plus women who care, 100 plus men who care, and so on. There's some very large chapters. So we can do this, Mississauga. Okay, Christine, are we ready yet, or should I keep going? I'm going to say I'll keep going. These are the dates for the rest of this year. We've mentioned them earlier, but please make sure you write them down. Wednesday, June 8th at 7:30 will be our spring Giving Circle meeting. And then Wednesday, November 9th. Now this is a date change. We had previously promoted that we were going to meet in December again, but we found this past December that it's too close to Christmas and people are busy, and it's hard for people to maybe make their donation in December because we have a lot of expenses in December. So we've moved it up to November, and we felt that that would kind of spread out the second half of the year a little bit too, because we only have the one Giving Circle in the second half. So please make sure that if you've previously written December down in your calendars, that you mark Wednesday, November 9th down. So those are our 2 next dates. And the goal is for us, we're planning for those to be in person. Fingers crossed that we're able to do that, because think it's just a lot more interactive and fun if we can do this in person, more of a night out, and we can enjoy each other's company. These are our social channels. Facebook is where a lot of stuff happens, but also on Instagram and LinkedIn. So if you aren't already following us, please do so. That's where a lot of information is conveyed and lots of reminders, things that you can be sharing with your Facebook friends and followers on Instagram and LinkedIn, so that you can be sharing what we're doing, the difference that we're making in Mississauga, encouraging people to join. So yeah, definitely follow us and share the posts that you're seeing there. This is our contact information. We have a mailing address, and then also a phone number and an email address. Email is probably the easiest way to contact, but absolutely, if you need to reach us either of the other ways as well, feel free to do that. info@100womenwhocaremississauga.com is our email address. Okay, I have no other announcements. Christine, how are we doing with the vote?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you stop sharing your screen?
Absolutely.
So, like, no pressure or anything on Christine. So I have been working diligently. Can you all still hear me? I'm seeing some weird message up on my screen. This will stop screen sharing. Okay. Everybody still with me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, it was tight the entire time. I was watching the electronic votes come in, and the electronic votes had two charities neck and neck the whole time, within 1 percentage point of one another, within 1 percentage point. So let me go to my screen and show you who, wrong screen, who the winner is. Who's gonna give me a drum roll? All right, that's excellent. And the winner is Heart House Hospice. Heart House Hospice. Let me just share with you, if you can see on my screen here, the votes and the percentages. Can you see this on the screen?
Yep.
Yep. I'll just copy it over to the other. See if I copy here. Yeah, it was neck and neck until we got those other votes in. So 44% of the votes went to Heart House, and 37% to the Compass, and 17% to Vita Center. So congratulations, Heart House. Everyone, a round of applause. Way to go. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to get rid of this last part. The Heart House Hospice uses Canada Helps. Is that correct?
Yes.
Kitrina?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the Heart House Hospice, we have this link that they've provided us. And I'm going to put this into the chat box right now. And then if you click on this link, it's going to take you to their website. And on the website, you're going to be able to vote. So if you can pop into your chat box, I'm going to click on the link and just see what happens here so you can see. Oops. Am I still sharing my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So once you get here, there's going to be a button called Donate Now. And then you can click on the Donate Now button. And then scroll down and make a one-time donation. Okay, and then just fill out the screen, $100. And then go ahead and fill in your information. Make sure if you, we will make sure that Heart House Hospice does not include any of our members on their mailouts. Okay, the last go round with EVERYMIND, we were included, but within 3 days of finding out, they removed everyone. In case you weren't aware of that, we had that fixed up for you. Okay, so please go ahead, click the link in the chat box. I will send that out by email as well in the next couple of minutes. And click on the Donate Now, make a one-time payment. and then go ahead and fill out the information on the donor information page.
Where do we put the notation that it's a donation from 100 Women Who Cares?
That is a good question.
Under the survey questions. look
Yeah,
at it.
Yeah, at the very bottom, there is a text box. Okay. And so make sure you're putting in the name that you want the donation to go to. Okay, whoever's name you're using here and address. I know some of you want your business names in there. Make sure you put your business name when you're filling this out, okay? And then you can put here 100 Women Who Care.
Also, Christine, there is a question from Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
In the chat box, and she wanted to know, hang on a second, is it possible to put the 100 Women Who Care logo on our website? I think she means her personal website. And can she add her Instagram link tree as well?
So who was asking it? Was it Sandra?
Teresa Rice.
Okay, Teresa, we can create, I'm a member of the 100 Women, a logo for you. Is that what you're asking? Teresa, you're on
Teresa,
mute.
you're muted.
Yes, I was just thinking if I could have it on my website, then we could get more members. And if I put it on my link tree or like on my Instagram link tree, then I could get more members and I could say I'm a part of the group. So
that's an awesome idea. I love that. And Maria is here. For those of you who don't know Maria, she spoke earlier. She's on our team and she does our graphic design stuff. And she created logos for sponsors and for steering team, so we can get one made for That'd you be great. Okay, and good. Anyone. You can include that on your wherever you'd like.
We can all use it.
I'm
good.
a member.
Okay, thank you.
That's an awesome idea, Teresa. We love that.
Yeah, actually, Christine, somebody's just saying, yeah, can that be made available to all of us? So we'll all pop it on our website.
You betcha. We'll have Maria work on that, and then let's say, early next week, we'll send an email out. The email will contain a JPEG file that you can download and then put on your website to share that you are a member of the 100 Women Who Care Mississauga. Love it. Love that idea.
Can I just check? It's hearthousehospice.com. I've put it into the chat, but I just want to check that is
definitely sorry. Yeah.
correct.
So shall I go back to the screen?
Yep.
Okay. I need to go back to, here we go.
Hearthousehospice.com.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yep. I've put it in, but I just, if we can copy that into the chat, the whole thing would probably be better.
I can do that right now. No problem.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Oh, that may have gone privately. Hang on. Someone sent me a private message. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions? I'm just going to stop the presentation for now.
Can I just
It's past 8:30 and I want to say thank you so much. We want to keep these meetings to an hour. But I'll have to tell you, behind the scenes, I was so nervous making all those calculations and making sure we got all the votes in because it was so close. So thank you for your patience while I did the math on that and entered the information. Very good job. We appreciate all of you. Look at that. We still have like 40 plus people on the call tonight. If you have any questions, please pop them in the chat box. We'll download the chat and we'll make sure we answer all your questions. If you want to send us a question, feel free to do that at info@100womenwhocaremississauga.com. And we look forward to seeing your beautiful faces in person at our giving circle in June. We are still looking for a venue, ladies. So if anyone knows a place that can fit 100 of us, that would be great. Let us know. We were trying to get the Living Arts Center, the Mississauga room. Unfortunately, it's not free. I'm going to probably try to book that Living Arts Center for November. But again, if you have any leads for us on a space, we do want a projector. Internet would be great. You can send us an email and share that lead with us. We would truly appreciate that. Ladies who are on the team, thank you. Charity representatives, thank you so much. And I will be in touch with Heart House to make arrangements for the big check signing, or not signing, but the check giveaway, the check presentation. And woohoo! And yeah, anybody have any questions? Please ask.
I would just like to remind everybody that the Compass and Vita Center are now still eligible to be nominated. Even though they had the opportunity to present today, it doesn't mean they can't be nominated again. You can be nominated by our members until you win, and then there's a 2-year hiatus. So keep nominating, ladies, keep nominating.
All right, ladies, have a wonderful night. The team will stick around for a few minutes and answer any questions. We look forward to getting your donations as promptly as possible. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.